Hi, this is Rick Eymer with the Palo Alto Weekly, and we're here today with Izzi Henig. She's our Athlete of the Week this week after winning a couple of events at the Palo Alto Peninsula Athletic League swimming finals. She actually swam kind of outside of the box a little bit. She went a little further than she normally goes. She won the 100 fly and the 500 free, and she normally does the 50 and 100 free. But so she was just testing herself, and of course the two relay teams that you were on, and one of them, the 200 free relay that set the record. Kind of talk about that free relay race a little bit.
It was really good. I think the girls that were on the team with me, Sophia, especially our freshman, she really stepped up, and it was really good. And I enjoyed leading off, setting the pace. And afterwards, I personally was a little bit disappointed with my swim, but I couldn't be disappointed at all with the team results. So it was just a really good race. We went out and had fun and swam fast.
Great. No, you're the defending champion at CCS in the 50 and the 100 free, and I know that I think you finished second as a freshman in the 100 free. So that's kind of your events. Now the 50 free, to me, when it can be decided by the half length of a fingernail sometimes. But I mean, how does that affect you guys? I mean, the swimmers, you can't do anything wrong, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. It's about being perfect, off the start and through the turn, and it's about just throwing yourself at the wall, kind of, and that's how I see it. And I love it because you're going so fast, and even though it hurts at the end, you feel like you're gonna pass out, it's still a great experience. So
yeah. Oh, sometimes the most intense thing is great. Just being like a veteran of the CCS swimming. Every year it's a little different, obviously, but I mean, is it easier for you every year?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's easier so much as I've figured it out. You figure out the feeling of a meet, and freshman year, I think I false started in the 50 just because I was so nervous and there was so much energy, and you just have to embrace it, and that's what I learned last year is you have to let it carry you. You can't let it, freak you out, and so it's a fun meet.
Oh yeah, I mean, it happens, and of course you can learn from it too. Right. I was just thinking some of your free relay teams. I mean, this is what's nice about it is they're going off to different kind of colleges, and they're going off to swim at different kind of colleges. I mean, there's some pretty good athletes on this team. So I mean, what's it like to know that you're part of that?
It's great. I love the girls on this team. I'm super, super blessed to be around them, and we just have fun. It's a great group, and I think that having so many great kids, we have the depth and we have the speed, and so it's just really, really good.
So we're maybe looking at Menlo-Atherton as being kind of the underdog or the surprise team of the CCS, maybe?
I mean, one can hope, certainly, and Gunn and Pally definitely have their records behind them, but they better watch out.
Well, I mean, you actually beat Grace Zhao in the 50 free last year, I think. So, I mean, that's a great accomplishment. She's on her way to Stanford. And I'm sure you've gotten a few letters, but we won't talk about that. I'm sure you got a lot of interest and you have a lot of time to think about that. But, as being part of a club team at PASA, and you're training year-round mostly, and when you're not swimming on the team or during the summer, it's like fall season, I guess there's some meets around. But, I mean, when you're not in competition mode, how do you motivate yourself?
You think about the competitions, coming up. It's always about trying to reach that next level. So here it's states, and then during the year it's juniors and getting finals at juniors, and then winning at juniors, and there's always a progression, and there's always a next step, and then heading into college it's qualifying for Pac-12s and qualifying for NC2As, and making finals at NC2As and then winning NC2As. So that's my goal personally.
Oh, great. So we're talking about a Pac-12 schools that are interested in you then, huh? Anyway, that we'll keep that our secret here.
A local example, all right?
Yeah, there you go. But I'm sure, but just because you have the times, and it's pretty easy to see that you keep improving all the time. So swimming is just that. It's kind of part of your life, obviously, and you just want to do it as well as you want to do your biology, I guess.
Yeah, it's good. I I think swimming I've been a swimmer, since I was 4 on a summer league team, and then year-round teams I started when I was 8, and, it's always been there. It's always, had my back, I guess, so it's good.
Well, I remember, I know that a lot of times you guys, especially in the club teams, have to practice really early in the morning. What's the earliest you've ever started to practice?
I think there were like 1 or 2 5:15 practices my 8th grade year, but Dana's really nice about it. We go at 5:45, so it's pretty late in the day for a swimming practice.
Yeah, that's for sure. Are you working out at Stanford or at Rinconda, whatever it is?
I actually practice at Fremont Hills Country Club in Los Altos, so it's good.
Okay, yeah, of course. There's plenty of places to swim around here. So, I guess the maybe the final question is, when you look at your teammates and you see them improving. What does that mean for you? I'm always supportive of my teammates, and I'm always really, really happy to see them improve. And so I think when I see other kids on my team improving, it definitely inspires me to go faster, because I'm like, look at what they can do. You can do this too. Great. So we've been talking to Izzi Henig, our Girls Athlete of the Week, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to find out who next week's Athlete of the Week will be, you can just press the subscribe button down below, and we'll see you next time.